My beloved, come close in your heart and listen. I see exactly where you are standing right now. I see the quiet, the questions, the weight you have carried without saying a word to anyone. Something in the unseen has shifted in a very deep way, and it is not a small thing. This is not just another day. This is the moment where what others believed was your ending is revealed as the true beginning of what I have been shaping in you. Those who pulled away from you so quietly, who treated you as if you were easily replaced, now carry a silent sorrow they do not talk about. They were confident they were watching your fall. They felt sure they were witnessing the closing of your story. But what they called your end has become the starting point of their own regret. And yes, they are troubled now, not because you are missing from their lives, but because they are watching you live in a way they never thought you could. Hear me, my beloved. Their tears are not about nostalgia. They are not weeping over old memories with you. They grieve because your life is now unfolding in color and clarity they never allowed themselves to imagine for you. You are stepping into a level of peace, of purpose, of favor that sits far beyond the limits they placed on your name, and that sight unsettles them. You felt the shift approaching long before anyone else did. You sensed something changing in the air around you, while others numbed themselves with distractions and temporary thrills. You were walking through a refining silence. You could feel that a moment was coming when all the pretenses, all the false postures, all the half-truths would be exposed. That moment is here now, and the shaking you sense is not destroying you. It is shaking loose their illusions. They cry in spaces no one sees, in rooms they thought they controlled, behind doors they once closed on you with confidence. They do not speak these tears aloud. Their pride does not allow confession. Yet when they are alone, their hearts ache under the memory of how they treated you. They did not just drift away gently, my child. They pushed you down in their mind to stand higher in their own. They spoke carelessly about you. They placed labels on you that never belonged. They drew from your generosity in secret, taking from your spirit as if you were an endless supply they could use and forget. They mistook your openness for weakness, your kindness for naivety, your patience for lack of strength. When they left standing tall in themselves. They walked away believing they had made the right call, as if they had discerned your true value and found it lacking. But that same false confidence now feels like a weight on their chest. Because, my precious one, something has happened they never accounted for. You grew beyond their understanding. You have risen into a place they cannot step into. Not because I love them less, but because they refused what I sent through you. You are walking in a clarity they insisted you did not have. You carry a strength they said you lacked. You embody a grace they once mocked, and the very things they dismissed in you now stand before them as undeniable proof. Your presence is felt in rooms where your body is not. Your name surfaces in conversations from which you were once removed. Your spirit echoes in environments they thought would be untouched by you. They watch in silence as doors open for you that they tried to close. And what troubles them most is not your advance, it is the memory of their own words, their own choices, their own refusal to see you as you truly were. Their regret is not about losing someone to talk to. It is deeper than that. They now realize that when they cut you off, they did not just lose a relationship. They cut themselves off from a path of growth, from a peace that walked in the room with you, from a future that would have unfolded differently if they had honored what I placed in you. You were not a side character in their story. You were a doorway to a version of themselves they were too afraid to meet. Understand this clearly, my child. They are not mourning your absence. They are mourning the person they might have become while you were near. They see now that what they claimed too long for stability, wisdom, loyalty, real advancement was not something far away. It was standing beside them, speaking gently, praying quietly, holding steady when everything else shook. It was you. And yet they refused to recognize it. Important notice, my beloved. You won't see any annoying ads on full video because our channel has been completely demonetized by YouTube authorities. Without the help of you viewers, we would not be able to continue making these videos possible. If any of the videos on our channel has been a blessing to your life, please consider supporting us by scanning the QR code on your screen or clicking the link in the description. Their pride would not let them say, "I need what you carry," so they pushed you away. They chose comfort over change, appearance over truth, control over growth. Now their hearts are heavy, but not because you failed them, because they failed to receive what I sent through you. Do not misunderstand what took place in your quiet season. They pointed at your stillness and called it defeat. They whispered that your silence meant you had given up. They saw your pause and labeled it finished. But I was the one who placed that pause over you. I held you back, not to harm you, but to ready you. I pulled you into obscurity, not to erase you, but to protect and strengthen what I was building in you. They looked at that holy hush and saw only emptiness. I looked at it and saw construction, healing, deep rooting. While they laughed at your lack of movement, I was anchoring you so deeply that no storm could uproot you. You did not disappear, my child. You were being formed. You were training in hidden places, gaining clarity while others chased noise. You were learning to hear me, not the crowd, to stand in truth, not in public approval. And now the very silence they misread has become the foundation of the life that disturbs them. They found pleasure in your struggle. Do not pretend you did not sense it. Behind polite smiles and soft voices, there were hearts secretly relieved to see you low. Your pain made them feel safer about their own choices. Your delay proved, in their mind, that they were right to count you out, but they were watching a seed and calling it dead, unaware that it had only just been buried to break open. While they were busy predicting your collapse, you were learning endurance. While they replayed your missteps, you were quietly healing. While they exchanged stories of your ending, I was preparing a beginning that did not require their agreement. And now, without asking their permission, your life is testifying. Listen to me, beloved, you owe them no explanation for who you have become. Your growth is not an argument, it is a fact. You did not climb by pulling anyone down. You did not rise by answering every accusation. You simply stayed with me in the dark, and I brought you into the light when the time was right. Their unease when your name is spoken is not your burden to manage. Every awkward silence, every shift in tone, every quick change of subject is not confusion, it is conviction. It is the echo of truth they tried to ignore. They remember how quickly they believed the worst about you. They remember how casually they discarded you, and now they watch what I am doing, and they cannot reconcile it with the picture they painted of you. You were not only a gentle heart in their midst, you were a stabilizing force. You were the unseen balance in their environment. Your presence softened what they did not even know was growing hard. Your words redirected storms they never realized were forming. Your prayers caught what would have broken sooner. When they pushed you away, they thought they were choosing peace. They told themselves they were protecting their space. In truth, they removed the very peace that had been protecting them. They thought they were getting rid of distraction. In reality, they sent away the one calm spirit that kept everything from collapsing too soon. Now the atmosphere around them feels different. There is more noise, more confusion, more friction that has no clear cause. Plans unravel for no obvious reason. Connections feel shallow. Nothing settles, and they are puzzled, wondering, why does everything feel off? Because, my child, what you brought could not be replaced by more people, more things, or more noise. You carried something I myself placed in you. Do not grieve that you are no longer there. Do not torment yourself with thoughts like, if only I had stayed longer, tried harder, explained more. You were never meant to fix their inner brokenness. That work was always between them and me. You were a light, not their savior. You were a signpost, not their chain. I led you away not to harm them, but to keep you from being consumed by what they refused to face. I saw what was coming when they would not listen. I saw the cost of their choices long before they did. I removed you so that when the shaking came, it would not destroy you with them. They will learn from what unfolds. Allow them that. Do not step back into a storm I already led you out of. You spoke more life than they will ever know. You prayed more prayers than they will ever hear. You offered more grace than they ever fully saw. You were a mirror held gently before their eyes, showing them not only their wounds and fears, but also their potential that frightened them. They were not afraid of losing you. They were afraid of losing the false version of themselves they preferred to believe in when you were around. Your presence awakened something in them they were not willing to nurture. You stirred dreams, stirred conscience, stirred buried strength. And instead of leaning into that discomfort and growing, they walked away from the very catalyst I sent to help them rise. So now, when they see you moving forward, they do not just see you. They see who they might have become had they chosen differently. Let them sit with that truth. Let them weep if they must. Their sorrow is not a measure of your value, it is a mirror of their own missed opportunity. You are not obligated to shrink so that they feel less convicted. You are not called to dim your light so they can remain comfortable in shadows. You do not honor me by going backward to soothe someone's pride. This is important, my child. Do not let their regret become your leash. Do not feel guilty for thriving. Do not apologize for peace. Do not tone down your joy because it reminds them of their choices. Compassion does not mean returning to cages I have already opened for. You can forgive them without re-entering what I delivered you from. You are not behind. You are not late. You are right on time. Your journey has never been dictated by their timelines, their opinions, their approval. Every quiet night you thought was wasted, I was working. Every tear you cried alone, I counted. Every moment you stayed soft when hardness would have been easier, I saw. And now those hidden investments are becoming visible fruit. Your life from this moment forward is not about proving them wrong. It is about agreeing with what I have always said is true of you. You are walking into alignment, not auditioning for acceptance. This new chapter is not a performance, it is expression. Expression of the strength grown in silence. Expression of the wisdom born out of pain. Expression of a heart that chose me over bitterness. Those who once dismissed your name now handle it carefully, even if they pretend they do not. They mention you with restraint. They feel a sting when they hear of your peace, your growth, your favor, not because you harmed them, but because your reality confronts their decision to turn away from what I sent to help them. You are, without trying to be, a living reminder that they misjudged what I value. But listen to me, you are not a tool for their correction. You are my child. You exist for more than to teach them a lesson. Yes, your journey will instruct them. Your resilience will challenge them. Your peace will expose their unrest. But your highest purpose is not wrapped in their response. It is wrapped in me. You are part of a people I have set apart for this very hour, souls who hear beyond the surface, who refuse to bow to the noise, who are willing to let me shape them in obscurity and reveal them in my time. You are not wandering aimlessly. You are being led, that pull you feel toward deeper truth, that's stirring when you hear words that resonate in your core, that is evidence of my hand on your life. So here is what I ask of you now, my beloved. Let this word sink in until it changes how you see yourself. Do not just agree with it for a moment and then return to old doubts. Carry it, return to it, allow it to dismantle the lies that others spoke over you and the lies you repeated to yourself. Let your agreement with this truth be visible in how you walk, what you choose, what you no longer tolerate. Important notice, my beloved. You won't see any annoying ads on full video because our channel has been completely demonetized by YouTube authorities. Without the help of you viewers, we would not be able to continue making these videos possible. If any of the videos on our channel has been a blessing to your life, please consider supporting us by scanning the QR code on your screen or clicking the link in the description. Support what I am doing in you. Nurture it, guard it, share the light you have received with those who are ready to hear. This message is not only for you, it is also for others who have been counted out, sidelined, misunderstood, and yet are being prepared for a time such as this. As you honor the word I speak over you, it will reach those whose hearts are aching for the same reassurance. And when I draw you again to listen, come, there is more I will unfold. There are deeper places of rest, clearer wisdom, greater assignments born from peace rather than pressure. I will keep speaking because I do not abandon the ones I call. Now go forward, my child, not in haste but in steady confidence. You are wrapped in my light. You are covered by my protection. You are guided by my hand. You have nothing to prove, only truth to live out. Walk freely, walk calmly, walk knowing that you are exactly who I say you are. And nothing they did or failed to do has the power to rewrite that. This is your time to simply be who I formed you. To be without apology, without shrinking, without looking back. You are mine, my beloved, and that has always been enough.